If you're ever forced to spend a prolonged period in your apartment, you'll quickly realize that while you can survive on cupboard store foods, nothing beats fresh vegetables for essential nutrition and psychological boosts. This is the second part in a series of 15 through 25, along with my tip for a bigger harvest at the end. If you missed the first one, watch it for information on creating your growing space and the first 15 best plants to grow. So, let's talk about a food that absolutely thrives in the dark: mushrooms. I'm talking about readily and easily cultivated varieties, like oyster mushrooms. You can buy a kit, or even inoculate some logs if you've got the space. A cool, dark place is ideal for growing your own mushrooms. Mushrooms are packed with vitamin B, especially riboflavin and niacin, which are critical for energy production and cellular health. They've also got a surprising amount of potassium, essential for muscle function and blood pressure regulation. We're talking copper, which plays a key role in iron absorption, and selenium, a powerful antioxidant. Start small, learn as you go, and you'll be amazed at how much nutrition you can squeeze out of a dark corner of your apartment. Next up is a vegetable that almost everyone loves: carrots. They're incredibly versatile, store well, and are packed with nutrients. Carrots need a bit more room for those roots to grow, so a 5-gallon bucket is your best bet here. One of the best things about carrots is that you can eat the entire plant roots and greens. The greens are actually a good source of vitamins A, K, and C. Carrots are a good source of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, essential for good vision, a healthy immune system, and cell growth. Plus, they're a good source of fiber, which is important for digestive health. So get yourself a couple of buckets, some good soil, and start growing those carrots. Potatoes, a survival garden staple. They're relatively easy to grow, even in an apartment, and they're a fantastic source of carbohydrates for energy. You can easily grow potatoes in a 5-gallon plastic bucket. Potatoes are pretty forgiving plants, but they do need plenty of sunlight, so make sure they get at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Potatoes are also a good source of vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. If you let your potatoes sprout a bit before planting, they'll grow even faster. Just remember to cut off those sprouts before eating, as they contain a compound called solanine, which can be toxic in large amounts. Sweet potatoes, even sweeter in your apartment. Moving on to sweet potatoes, which are nutritional powerhouses and a personal favorite of mine. They're even easier to grow than regular potatoes and offer a slightly higher nutritional value. Sweet potatoes thrive in 5-gallon buckets. Give them well-draining soil, plenty of sunlight, and watch them climb. Sweet potato vines love to climb, so a trellis or some string support will make them happy. Sweet potatoes are loaded with beta-carotene, which our bodies convert to vitamin A. They're also a good source of fiber, vitamin C, manganese, and several other essential nutrients. And here's a bonus: sweet potato leaves are edible too. They're similar in taste to spinach and can be cooked in the same way. Yams. Not just for the holidays. Let's clear up a common misconception. Yams and sweet potatoes are not the same thing. They're actually two different root vegetables, and both deserve a place in your apartment garden. Yams have a rough brown exterior and starchy flesh that can be white, yellow, or purple depending on the variety. Like sweet potatoes, yams prefer a well-draining soil mix and a spacious container. Nutritionally, yams are an excellent source of fiber, potassium, manganese, and vitamin C. They also contain a good amount of vitamin B6, which plays a vital role in brain development and function. Add some yams to your apartment garden and experience the unique flavors and nutritional benefits they offer. Dandelions, free food. This next one might surprise you, but hear me out. Dandelions. Yes, those yellow flowers that pop up everywhere can be a valuable addition to your urban survival garden. Dandelions are packed with vitamins and minerals, and every part of the plant is edible. The leaves are high in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as iron and calcium. The flowers can be used to make dandelion wine or tea, and the roots can be roasted and ground to make a coffee substitute. You can easily grow dandelions in pots or containers on your balcony or windowsill. And the best part? You don't need to buy seeds. Just find a patch of dandelions in your neighborhood, dig up a few plants, and transplant them into your containers. Chamomile. Soothe your worries away. In stressful times, Having a calming herb like chamomile on hand can be incredibly valuable. Chamomile seeds are readily available, and you can start them indoors in seed trays or small pots. Once the seedlings are a few inches tall, you can transplant them to larger containers or window boxes. Chamomile prefers full sun but can tolerate some shade, and it's relatively drought tolerant. To harvest chamomile, simply snip off the flower heads when they're fully open. You can dry the flowers for later use or enjoy them fresh as a calming tea. Sunflowers. Sunshine on your plate. Let's talk about sunflowers. These cheerful giants are not just a pretty face, they're also a valuable food source, and yes, you can grow them in your apartment. While you might not get those towering giants you see in fields, dwarf varieties are perfectly suited for containers and will brighten up your balcony or windowsill. Sunflowers love sunlight, so make sure they get at least 6 hours of direct sun each day. The seeds are the most popular part, packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber. Roast them for a tasty snack, sprinkle them on salads, or grind them into sunflower butter. The young flower buds can be steamed and eaten like artichokes, and the leaves can be cooked like spinach. Peppers. Spice up your life. Peppers are another fantastic choice for your apartment survival garden. They're relatively easy to grow, produce a high yield, and add flavor and spice to your meals. Peppers prefer warm temperatures and plenty of sunlight, so a south-facing window or balcony is ideal. Choose compact varieties that are well-suited for containers, such as bell peppers, jalapenos, or chili peppers. Peppers are a good source of vitamins A and C, as well as antioxidants. They can be eaten raw, cooked, or pickled, adding a burst of flavor and nutrition to your dishes. Kale, the king of greens. Kale, often hailed as a superfood and for good reason. It's packed with nutrients, easy to grow, and can be harvested multiple times throughout the growing season. Kale prefers cooler temperatures and can tolerate some shade, making it a good choice for balconies or windowsills that don't get full sun all day. Kale is a nutritional powerhouse loaded with vitamins K, A, and C, as well as fiber, calcium, and antioxidants. It's a versatile green that can be eaten raw in salads, sautéed, added to smoothies, or baked into chips. When harvesting kale, pick the outer leaves first and leave the inner leaves to grow for a continuous harvest. Root trio: turnips, beets, and radishes. Root vegetables that are perfect for apartment gardening: turnips, beets, and radishes. These fast-growing vegetables are easy to care for, and like their cousins, the carrots and potatoes, you can eat the entire plant. Start with loose, well-draining soil in containers that are at least 6 inches deep, especially for turnips and beets. Radishes are happy in shallower containers, making them perfect for window boxes. Beets are a good source of folate, manganese, and potassium, while turnips are rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. Radishes, with their peppery bite, are a good source of vitamin C and antioxidants. Butro. Grow your urban survival garden. To take full advantage of a prepper garden, you have to start now. You can't really wait until crisis hits and hope to plant some seeds. Start now to learn how to cook, preserve, and eat the plants you grow. If you found this video informative and helpful, please feel free to like it and share it with your friends, family, and community. If you have any comments or anything you would like to share, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I always enjoy hearing what you're growing and your success stories and your failures. As always, stay safe out there.